Tied. Okay, so what do you think The Great Gatsby is about?
When I think of The Great Gatsby, I think of a lot of champagne, a lot of money, a lot of parties, and weirdly a lot of, those games that,
Golf?
not golf, but like, like those, talking, but yeah, a lot of money, power, weirdly power, because like, if you want to throw these extravagant parties, you need to have like a lot of friends and like a lot of connections, right?
Yeah.
Think of that.
Okay. Well, essentially you're not wrong, but to sum it up a little better, The Great Gatsby is based on this like corruption of the American dream. Actually, what do you think the American dream is about? Like, when you think of American dream, or when someone says American dream, what do you think of? Like, what's like something that pops into your head?
American dream?
Yeah.
Money. Girl,
Money.
I think money. I think connections. I think like easy life. I think 1%.
Girl, that's what you think of the American dream?
Yes, that's what I think of the American dream, because I don't relate to that. That's what I think it is. To have the American dream is to have money to make you in order to live an easy life. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, the American dream, for at least personally when I think of it, the American dream is about like this, like socialism. What do you call this? Back to what I was saying. The American dream is about like social connections, like you said. I wouldn't say essentially money. It's about achieving happiness through like this hard work. So like, let's say that
I get it.
you work this hard at your job just to make this amount of money. So you could say money in it, but I personally wouldn't add that into part of the American dream, because it's morally on the hard work itself and the happiness. And
I guess you could connect that to, like the amount of immigrants that come to the US to essentially give their child the American dream. So I get what you're saying, yeah.
So they also give opportunities, and I think that's what's great, because like Philippines, for us, I know that a lot of people in the Philippines struggle to have a job there, because even though that there's so much there, like so many people there, so smart, like hardworking and everything, but they don't have the opportunity to get that money to work even harder, or even get the opportunity to have a better life.
Agreed. Yeah.
And I think that's where the opportunities come in from America, where they get to fly out sometimes and just have a better life for themselves here. And that's like I think that's personally why that my parents also flew here, so that I could have a better life. And honestly, I appreciate that a lot, because seeing how some people are, it's hard to get a job. Even for me right now, like I'm working at a job, but I personally don't feel that hardworking sense that I'm doing enough to provide for my future,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Jay Gatsby, he's this mysterious man. Like,
Mysterious.
yeah, you don't.
Is he tall? Is he tall, dark, and handsome? He's just handsome, isn't he? He's not. I mean, he's not that tall.
What's his name?
Leonardo DiCaprio. How tall is he? Put his height.
Okay,
right
so
here.
I know that you guys are probably wondering, like, Leonardo DiCaprio. Why are you talking about Leonardo DiCaprio? Well, The Great Gatsby has a movie, and the star of
Leonardo
basically
DiCaprio.
Jay is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio. He is this mysterious man, like, ooh, whoa. Mystery. Like, even in the beginning of the movie, when I first watched it, I was like, who is Jay Gatsby? Who's Gatsby? I don't know who this man is. Like, why is he so
walking down the street
mysterious?
and I wouldn't know who he is.
He could be a rock. I honestly thought he was an object. Like, I was like, is he a character? Is he an object? Because the way that they make him sound, personally for me at least, they make him sound like he's an object.
He's a concept.
Yeah, our concept. Like, who is Jay Gatsby? Why can I not see him? Until you later on watch into the movie, you see who Jay Gatsby is. That is what this movie is about. It's about materialism. It's about the destruction of socialism. It's about richness. About like cockiness. You know, like
The wealthy eat the rich.
wealthy. Yeah,
Eat the rich.
don't be like that, guys.
Yeah.
Be humble.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Be humble.
Yeah, this movie was set in the Roaring '20s.
And since yes,
A lot of social change, prosperity. It was definitely
I think it's a. I think it.
Oh my god! Wow!
I think is that what you said about socialism. People try to look and work their way up to marry into the rich.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think
Especially a lot of girls, not
lot
to
of-
be a
yeah,
little
a lot of
sexist about it,
arranged
but
marriages.
there was definitely a lot of arranged marriage, a lot of girls just wanting to have
Yes,
fun.
a lot of 30-year-olds marrying 15-year-olds. That's just,
have that money, you know. So, do you want to know why this story was made?
why?
So this, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if this is how you say his name, but this is the author Fitzgerald, and this book was basically inspired by his past life or his life, and in the Roaring '20s. All right, the materialism, the American dream,
His
all
past
that
life.
wealth,
He knows
yeah.
his past life.
Or not past life, but I mean it was. He was in the Roaring '20s, and he wrote this book. So I
Oh,
his
he wrote this
life.
in the Roaring '20s. This was made in the Roaring '20s.
I wouldn't say it's a pretty old book, but I wouldn't say he definitely had his life put into this book. If you get what I mean. It's like an autobiography, but not. I forgot what you call that.
Autobiography?
There's a name for that. No, I just said autobiography, but
Olive Garden.
But yeah, this whole book centralizes around, like I keep saying repeatedly, the American dream, the materialism, wealth, everything above that. This is basically how the story goes. Like, I don't know how to word past more of that and to spoil more of the book for you, which I don't want to, because if you want to watch the movie or read the book, that's up to you. I'm not gonna spoil that for you, but I'm
Please
just
watch it.
explaining the moral
Please read it.
of this whole story. It is based on wealth, and if you like that wealthiness, the classiness,
Yeah, I feel like parties.
the fairness,
The affairness, yeah.
the affairness.
Affairness. If you like cheaters.
If you like cheaters, don't be a cheater.
If you like
Be loyal, guys. It's not that hard.
be loyal, please. Be loyal. This wouldn't happen if he was just being. Oh no, if Daisy was just being loyal.
What I think about the book, I give it a solid 7 because I don't think it was my favorite. It's a good classical book, but is it a favorite of mine? No.
I feel like it just comes to taste.
It's really repetitive.
Yeah.
Really based on wealth. I did not bring my novel to show you guys, but it should be around here. Somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should be
Somewhere
there.
here.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Just slap in your face.
The Great Gatsby. Oh,